Okay, so let's jump right in. We're doing a deep dive today on it's basically the command center for any series video setup, the NTI SM-16X16-HD4K matrix switch.
Right. And our mission here is to really understand the engineering hurdles you have to clear to manage 16 video sources going to 16 different displays all at once.
And it's not cheap. We're talking over $7,000 just to move video signals around.
Well, yeah, that's the price of reliability.
Yeah.
What you're looking at is a professional tool for places like command centers or really high-end digital signage.
So not for your living room.
Definitely not. You're routing things like computers, Blu-ray players, you name it. The real magic isn't just the number of ports, it's keeping the data absolutely perfect across every single one of those channels.
Okay, so let's start there. With the data integrity. The big headline feature seems to be the resolution, right?
Mm-hmm.
It supports Ultra HD 4K by 2K. So that's 49.6 by 2160 and 3840 by 2160.
And crucially, at a full 60 frames per second.
So how do they pull that off?
Speed. Just a massive amount of speed. You're talking about the full HDMI 2.0 spec, which means it needs a data rate of 18 gigabits per second.
18 gigabits.
Yeah. But it's not just the speed, it's the quality of that signal. The switch has to maintain what's called the YUV 4.4.4 color space.
Which means?
It means full, uncompressed color, no shortcuts. You get all the detail, which is critical for professional work.
So you're basically walking this technical tightrope. You're moving this huge amount of data, but you also have to make sure things like HDR and 12-bit deep color work flawlessly on every screen.
Exactly. And then you add another layer on top of that.
Content protection.
Content protection. It has to be compliant with HDCP 2.2 and 1.4. If that digital handshake fails for any reason, all your screens just go blank. So, it's absolutely critical.
Okay, so you have the raw power, but how do you control it? I was surprised by the flexibility here. Each input can go to any or even all of the outputs.
Independently, yeah. And the control methods are all over the map. You can use the simple buttons on the front, an IR remote, or
the more serious stuff.
the more serious stuff. Full network control over Ethernet.
And they really lean into the security on that part.
They do. It supports... I mean, think about it. If this box is in a sensitive command center, you can't have your video routing system be a network vulnerability.
That's a really good point. But this all sounds great on paper. What about the final boss of all high-res video? The physical world, the cables.
Right. Physics always wins.
It's a pretty compact unit, just a 1RU design, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But cable length has to be a problem.
It's a huge factor. For that top-tier, perfect 4K at 60 hertz signal, you can only go about 20 feet. That's it.
20 feet? That's not very far.
No. If you need to go further, say 50 or 100 feet, you have to switch to special active HDMI cables, the ones with a little digital video equalizer built right in to boost the signal.
So even with a $7,000 switch, you're still limited by the wire.
You are. And there's one more smart feature in here that makes sure all of this actually works when you plug it in.
Which?
It's called ED learning. ED is extended display identification data.
Okay.
Basically, the switch talks to whatever monitor or projector you plug in. It learns what that screen is capable of, and then it sends a signal that it knows the screen can handle. It prevents all those frustrating no-signal errors.
So when you put it all together, what this really shows is that a big, seamless multi-screen system isn't really about the TVs themselves.
Not at all.
It's about having this incredibly robust, precise, and secure infrastructure behind them that can handle everything from color data to content protection.
It really is. And that leaves you with a pretty interesting question to think about for your own setup.
Go on.
Well, if a highly specialized $7,000 system like this can only guarantee a flawless 4K 60 hertz signal over 20 feet,
Yeah.
how much quality are you actually losing when you try to run that cheap 50-foot consumer cable you bought online?